Thank you for tuning in to Why Heart Sewing. In today's video, I will be making this jacket number A. This is a quick sew pattern number 2865. Keep watching. Okay, I started cutting out the pattern off camera. Here's the side pieces and the hoodie. And this other piece right here is the arm, the sleeve. And I'm about to cut that out now. It only takes a few minutes. Okay, this is the last piece that I have to cut out. And as you can see, right in the middle, I lengthened the jacket front and of course the jacket back. I lengthened it. So this right here is a little tissue paper right in the middle of the fabric. And right now, I'm just going to cut around the pattern. Usually I'm working with two hands. I like to go over it twice just to make sure it's cut out, because sometimes with these rotors, I'm finding out sometimes they could get dull and skip. So I'm either sharpening it or constantly buying them. But right now, I'm just gonna use this my way. And instead of me pinning it down, sometimes I do pin, but this particular time I'm using these little, I call them paperweights, but they're just like little tools that you can get from Lowe's or Home Depot. And if you can look, it's really giving a really nice straight line. But like I said, I like to do it with both hands just so I won't make any mistakes. So I can hold the fabric and and just keep going. But for now, I'm using one hand. And I'm going slow. I'm going really And again, like I said, I like to go over it twice. Okay, that was not good. That was not good. And so I put more of these weights right there in the middle, just so the fabric will not move. And there we go. As you can see, a little bit skip. Okay, I think it's time to buy another rotor. And there you have it. So what I'm going to do now is just mark all the markings where they need to be marked at. And over there, some notches. And then I'm going to put it together. So I cut all the pieces out to this pattern. It's 2865 quick sew, and I'm doing jacket number A. And I cut all the pieces out already, and I'm going to start putting it together. And this is the pocket. Right here is the pocket. But I'm going to start with the upper body. And for the arms, I'm going to put this, let's see, I'm trying to find it now, over here. My nephew gave me some ribbon, and this is it right here. I'm going to put this ribbon on the arms of the sleeves. I didn't know if I want to fold it in half to make a smaller one, something like that, or just one big one down the arms. I haven't decided yet, but keep watching and see what I do. And I already made the pants. I already cut out my pants and serged them up. So, let's get started. Although I've made this pattern many times before, I always bring out the pattern just to the instructions just to make sure I'm going over each step. And here I just laid out all my pattern pieces that I'm going to need. I just laid them all out. And here's the two arms, the hoodie, and everything else. So it's all organized, step by step. Although I'm not going to show me sew all the pieces, but on the shoulder arms, when I get ready to put this beautiful little black and white, I don't know what you want to call that, ribbon. Some call it bias tape, but it's a ribbon. But I'm going to put it on my jumpsuit or my jacket, my jumpsuit. So there you have it. One thing I want to show you what I do, and this is just my own little preference, or something that I just been doing ever since I started sewing. On the right side of the fabric, the fashion fabric or whatever, I always put a pin in it to make sure I'm getting the right side to go together. Like right here, this is the wrong side. And always don't forget about your markings. Always mark where you're going to place things. But I always open it up just so I won't, especially when the fabric is so close together, you know, it looks so close together. Well, I guess you can say it looks alike. You can always tell the shiny side and the dull side, but just to make it sure, I always place my markings right on the fashion side so I will not make any. Okay, I noticed something. I made a little bit of mistake here. I was supposed to cut out 4 pockets, but I cut out 2. So now I got to cut out another 2. But when I went to the material store and I got scuba material, this, I should have known, because this is not stretchy like scuba material is. But I went back into my stash, because I kind of don't throw a lot of my material away, my scraps, in case I needed to use some more at a later date. And this is scuba. If you can tell, it has some stretch to it, but this one don't. It doesn't have stretch. So I got the wrong material, but it's still fine. I still like the material, but this is more, seems like maybe a gabardine. But, and this right here is definitely scuba, but it's a stretchy material, so it'll go fine with being in the pocket. So, because you know how much we put our hands in our pocket and kind of stretch out the material a little bit. So this is going to be fine, but it's not scuba. I'm going to have to figure out and find out what type of material I got here. But in the meantime, I'm going to keep going. And right there, I just finished some of the pockets. I'll let you see that when I'm done cutting out the pockets here. So I pinned the pockets on each side before I sew. They're pinned on. If you can see, everything is pinned before I start sewing it together. As you can see. Okay, right now I just basted the hood on the jacket, and I'll just be sewing right around here. Ready to go around here. I put the zipper on already, so all I need to do now is put my sleeves on and the finishing touches, and it should be done. Keep watching. Okay, I put the facing on, but I didn't line it with any facing. It's already really thick material, so I didn't really want to have it just really lay down on me really heavy. And if you can see already in the front, it's going to be heavy. It's already kind of drooping down. So I didn't want to line it or put any facing in it, because I didn't want it to be too heavy. A little bit I wanted it lined because it's kind of see-through, but I'll just wear another shirt up under it. But I didn't want it to be too heavy. I don't know, I'm second guessing my decision not to line it, but I get really hot sometimes, so I'm gonna keep it like this. And like I said, the next one I am definitely going to line it. I think it would look much better. But the sleeves are on, and the ribbon is on the sleeves, and so far it kind of looks nice. I did put a little zipper on there, and you can see the hoodie. It's really nice. It needs a good iron to it, but if you can see, I like it. It looks really nice. It just needs to be lined. But I'm going to stop second guessing myself, and I'm going to enjoy it just like this. And the pockets are on there, if you can see. So, yeah, I like it. Okay, on that zipper pull, it's from Coats. Let's see. Okay, my zipper pull is from Coats, and I got this from the Big W store for a couple dollars. It wasn't expensive at all. And right now, I'm going to put elastic in my pants. And this right here is a non-roll elastic, 3/4 inch by Dritz. So what I'm doing here is I'm gonna do my hem and then put the elastic in the pants. And this will be pretty much all done. Like I said, I think it needs a little bit more bling, so I'm going to put those stripes down the pockets and iron it real good, and then it will be done. So stay. Okay, I just sewed down the casing to the elastic, and what I'm going to be using to pull the elastic in is this easy pull bodkin. And all I have to do is just put this little device here. Let me try to set you up so I can show you with two hands. Okay, what I do is I just pull this back. It's a little wire there, and it opens up. What I do is I take the edge of the elastic and I just put it on there. I put it on there really good so it won't slip, and then just pull. Hold on, I want it to be good. So, and I just pull that little bobbin down, and it's on there really good, if you can see. And then what I do is I take the casing, take my needle out, and I just pull the bodkin in the casing, and I just go all the way around. Hold on. Okay, see it a little better, and I just keep pulling. Forgive my hands, it is so cold out here that my hands are dry, and I don't want to put any lotion on right now until I'm done with this. And if you can see, I'm just pulling it through. And I like these two because when the seam is right here, it just glides right through the seam. You know, I used to use a safety pin, and it just kind of like just didn't work. But on this, it just works. All you got to do is just make sure your elastic is straight, and you can feel it and see if it's straight, and if it's tangled, just kind of fix it up a little better. And just go straight through. Okay, after I got it all pulled in, I gathered the threads together, make sure they were lined up properly, and then I'm just going to sew these two down and then enclose it. Okay, I I sewed the elastic together, and now I just stretched and put the casing back in. I mean the elastic in the casing. Then I'm just going to go around and sew this up and then sew it down so the elastic won't move. But first what I'm going to do is just make sure it's not tangled or anything. It's all straight. The elastic is straight. It's not twisted in there. And then the pants will be done. And again, this is an easy pull bodkin for cording and elastics. And this is what it looks like. I hope you can see it. And it looks like this. And all you have to do is just pull this down. It goes up. Close it. Pull it up. And there you have it. Simple. And it's by Dritz. It was already done, but it just looked a little bit plain to me. So what I'm going to do is, just like I did the arms, I'm going to put the same little line around the pocket area, you know, just to have a little bit more bling, I guess you could say, a little bit more. It's an old word to say now. I don't think people are using that word anymore. But it gives it a little bit more, you know, the designer look. And if you can look right here, I know this is black, so it's kind of hard to see, but it's just plain to me. So, and this is the pocket here. So I think it's just going to give it a little bit more character.